Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second match of our playoffs so far. A very heated match, I think so, against the Wall and the Chuds. You know, a good matchup. I think we've seen a couple good matches between these two teams now where the stakes actually matter. I'm here joined with TC Mono. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing fantastic. It's a little bit odd to be casting this early in the night, a welcome change, however, because this is going to be a best of three, so it could go very deep into the night regardless if we do have all three maps and all of them go to 30 minutes and beyond, as Buzz Lightyear would say. So definitely a lot of potentially really great TF2 action headed our way, and like you said, these two teams back and forth in the season.
No, I think the Chuds definitely coming out surprising. I think, especially once G6 kind of didn't play the season, I think the Wall were definitely the next up contenders, and the Chuds definitely showing they deserve their spot and really putting a fight up against these top teams, and overall securing themselves a 2 seed due to a penalty on the side of the Wall. But you know, they did tie records if that penalty did not exist.
Yes, they would have. It was one apiece in the regular season between the Chuds and the Wall. Interestingly, though, is that both of those games were a little bit one-sided in each respective one. At least, I guess when you just look at the scoreline, the first one they played, the Wall won that 5-0, and then the next one, the Chuds won it 4-1, I believe. So they've been close overall, but in each kind of specific matchup, it's been usually one team kind of leading the charge and being able to walk away with it. But in this best of three, the winner is going to go on to face Freytech in the upper bracket finals. The loser going to face Black Swan in the lower bracket. We find ourselves on CP Process as the first map. This was the Chuds pick, as they are the top seed, so they've got the priority in the pick bands. So they're going to be opening us up on Process. I think kind of a, the standard 5 CP map, very nice and open, a lot of room for your scouts to have control on high ground, especially on mids. They can be very, very dominating, but there's also some room for some kind of fancy soldier shenanigans, doing that classic high bomb through choke. But as we're getting live very quickly here, what is your prediction on this first map?
You know, I'm gonna go with the Wall. We'll say 4-3. I think it's gonna be a nail-biting close game, but I think the Wall will edge them out with that experience.
Ooh, I am gonna have to say 5-3 to the Chuds. I think it's gonna be back and forth. I think it's gonna be one of those really, really great games. And I guess just looking at it, I'm expecting Raven to I think he's always kind of like the playmaker, not the playmaker, but the carry on that team, the rock that the Chuds need. But especially Math and Dam, the two soldiers, when the Chuds have done well, it's been when Math and Dam are having a really great game, and when they're not doing well, it's when Math and Dam aren't maybe having such a great game. So I expect maybe that combination of players to really step up and bring the heat.
Yeah, and the couple games I've watched of the Chuds, Slug definitely is just always there, always healthy, and always putting out some damage, which definitely allows the rest of the team to make plays. And overall, just a really good season from a lot of these players that haven't really been in invite or kind of in playoff invite. I think the only player really that's been around a lot has been Slug and a couple of the other guys hopping around. But it looks like we are actually starting this time, getting to that first mid. And once again, that first mid means a lot and really sets the pace for the future ones. So here's see who's going to win this one.
It is going to set the pace as we go live. The Chuds versus the Wall. It all starts on this first mid. Just going to be Slug slinging some stickies across. Sin Karma does get bombed by Dam, but he's going to back away over to safety. No picks just quite yet. Each team just playing their respective side. No one committing. Dam can get a little bit aggressive. Dingo does go into the enemy team's IT, mirroring Dam as a bomb comes in from side, fades away. A lot of damage on the Slug. It's going to be very, very weak here. Samuel's the first one to fall, and they really want to get on the Slug. Mundo is going to be a bomb to collapse onto him. They get the pill. Luddy is going to be dead over on the point, and oh my god, nice rocket onto Math, takes him down. It's only, however, going to be a 2v2 throughout all that chaos. Sin Karma and Soar versus a very, very weak Dam and a Big Bang campaign. Big Bang going to be shot down by Soar, and that should be the first mid going in the way of the Wall.
Yeah, what a mid. I think Dingo wrapped all the way through IT behind choke, and the flank paid off, and just great collapse on the side of the wall, and just winning that really scrappy middle. And now they're setting themselves in a good situation. One player down from the Chuds, and going to give them an opportunity to kind of peek through with about a 10% ad, but Soar kind of getting up through IT. Going to back up, and it looks like we're going to reset to kind of an even Uber scenario any second now.
Yeah, the wall do have a little bit of Uber advantage, probably because Hubert died just a bit earlier in that mid fight, but I would be surprised to see if they do anything with it, considering they haven't been building it very hard. But Luddy is very far back, so they might just try and take the space. Soar aggressive over in IT as the rest of the wall get in through choke, trying to take all the free space they possibly can. That's going to be Dingo trying to go for a bomb, does get stuffed a little bit. Sai coming in with the fadeaway, gets a bit more space for his team, but oh, they do find another pick onto Big Bang, but with Sandblast being traded out, I don't think this is going to be much more than a double sack attempt.
But a big force coming out along that side, but no scouts up, meaning that this should be free reign for Dam and Matt to kind of make some plays. We have some soldiers in, making a lot of space, and it's going to be on the wall to decide, do they want to hold this, or do they want to wait for their spawners to come in? And Dingo getting really weak, looks like they're going to kind of wait up, but Sin Karma does not want to. It is just him alone and both soldiers, and he hits a 2-pipe on the Math, and somehow lives that exchange, and now they're going to be in a really good spot.
They're going to be in a very good spot. They have player advantage. They have Uber advantage. They can just walk through these doorways right here. Oh, interesting.
Not there at all.
No, not at all. He didn't have any ammo, so couldn't jump forward, but it doesn't matter as the Uber going to be taken in through one, rushing in. They don't even have two capped up. They're going to be bombing in over on the right side. So much damage, and they finally get the picks. Nice sticky from Sin Karma to find two there. Can the respawners from the Chuds do anything? They're doing a lot of damage, but they're just able to back up over into lobby, get healed up again, and they should be able to refight with heals advantage as Luddy is still dead.
I don't mind the call of kind of calling it off a little bit, but they're still trying to peek and get some spam kills. But it looks like they're going to reset and have a 50 ad, except Sandblast wants this. The spawner's coming in on the side of the Chud's going to dissuade the rest of the wall from coming in. But kind of seeing if they have an opportunity, realizing they don't, and just leaving when they need to. But 50% ad coming out here, and this is a big opportunity to kind of get on the scoreboard really quickly.
It is a very good, starting place for the wall to really gain some momentum in this best of three. Sandblast just trying to figure out where he wants to take it. It's going to be coming in through three. They bomb around over, take down the sentry gun, gets a lot of cap time onto the point. Now the soldiers come in to try and bomb. They do force him off, but they already have so much time, but they don't have the players. Dingo, Sandblast, all going to be going down. Nice from Raven to find one onto Sin Karma, and that's going to be another well-held last point for the Chuds, and this time they didn't even have to use Uber. Going to have enough to push out with.
Yeah, the wall really selling out to kind of get a kill with that bomb, gets nothing, and they have to back up to kill the gun, and they just give up all positioning. They get the cap time, but it's not enough, and everybody on the Chuds ends up kind of getting away, along with getting some kills. But we do have a pause here. Hopefully it is nothing too bad. I doubt we're tack pausing on the first round loss, but who knows. And we are back. So it looks like we got big ad on the side of the Chuds, and they're going to have an opportunity to kind of break into middle here.
It is going to be an opportunity. Seems like they want to try and take this in through IT. Question is, does the wall know? And they should know. Sai should have spotted them out now. So all that spam is going to be headed their way. Makes it so difficult to get through that tiny, tiny doorway. Seems like they have been able to do it, but Raven taken down. Nice headshot from Sandblast, and the soldiers just instantly bombing on all of those confused Chuds players. Math going to go down as well. And you see Sai immediately through the choke finds another onto Dam, and the wall are in.
Oh, and it all falls apart. I was gonna say I love the call of going IT and milking, but the sniper absolutely destroys that, and they all just fall apart after that, and including getting forced on their Uber. Their only kind of nice part is they don't have Sandblast on scout, but a lot of times having a sniper at the end of the fights makes it really sketchy, especially the heavy coming, and they're coming through the 4-door, Uber coming out. They jump the wrong spawn door, the gun goes down a little bit late. They don't have much kind of cap time to work with. They're split all over the map. If they can close out any of these kills, it can be pretty big. But a big sink from Sai and Sin to get a kill there, and it's just the heavy against a sniper and a couple other players. Sin Karma standing on the point. I don't know if this heavy can do enough damage, and the headshot comes out and Sandblast on the sniper, making some big plays.
Yeah, it did make some really big plays. So that is where the pause happened. Luckily, it was just a, well, actually, unfortunately, it was a technical pause, but hopefully all of those, potential things going wrong have been fixed for them on the technical side, because tactically, they're doing well. They got a nice opening start to this game, and let's see if they can have a repeat performance on the second mid.
Yeah, both teams kind of playing a little bit passive. The Chuds doing a lot better job taking that high ground, but the wall deciding to go in. Dingo takes so much damage, but gets so much back. Kills the scout, gets damage on the slug, and Sai has a free bomb on the med, but the cleanup comes in. But with that, all of the Chuds have backed out of mid, and there is no demo on the side of the Chuds, which means that they can't really poke off the high ground very well.
No, they can't, and that is going to be the wall picking up another mid capture. Now the Chuds just going to be trying to get a little bit proactive here, just bomb the choke, just not give the wall all of the space in the world, but the wall just going to be waiting for both of their soldiers to respawn and amble up to the place. But one person who's not on soldier is going to be Dingo. He's on spy.
Honestly, love this call, just going right and early. I don't think Dingo really ever plays spy. He's not known for it. He almost gets spy. Oh my!
Oh my!
Jumps on his head. I think they know. You open the shutter. They don't look like they know, but that was really awkward looking. Dingo's still just running around on spy. They're shooting around, but he's coming in on the point. Doesn't get the stab. Too butter nice, and absolutely nothing coming from that.
That was much closer than it really should have been, considering I'm 100% confident Luddy was standing on top of Dingo for a good bit there. And now, but Raven and Tam both going to be going down over by choke. And the opportunity to counter sack has backfired. Now the wall immediately coming inside, making some space. Sin Karma shooting some stickies from way back, and the Chuds are just going to have to give this up. They don't want to lose anyone here, so they can set up on last. The wall continuing their advance.
So far, the wall just looking like a wall. Like, the Chuds have not been able to get any ground. They've just been bending but not breaking, and the Chuds just haven't looked comfortable in any of the situations so far. And they're going to send a one-man in, and we'll see if we have any Dingo shenanigans. Mathin with the counter sack. A lot of damage onto Hubert, but not quite enough. And this might be a chance for Sai to kind of peek through, and decides to kind of leave here. But if Dingo... Oh, Sandblast looks like he's going back to go sniper. He's feeling it. We are going to see that.
We are going to see a little bit.
And the man treads Dingo. They're just taking it all out in this match. This is where you have that happen. Ooh. I just wanted to see if they have a sniper, you know, just some good teammate scouting, and they found out.
They did find out, so it is going to be an SVS Sandblast versus Big Bang. Big Bang kind of poking in through lower right now, trying to see if he can get a headshot or a body shot onto one of the players up on height, but it's just going to back out. They had their opportunity to go for a deep peek. Now they're just going to head back to defensive position. Sandblast just trying to see if he can maybe find anyone over in lobby, as the wall are going to try and retake that space over there and play around their sniper, play to give Sandblast some type of opportunity to hit some heads and generate some momentum for them.
I'm not going to lie, I don't get this gun. I don't play that much Inji, but it feels like it gets spammed from a lot of places. But the gameplay of having a sniper to force the med in a bad spot, and then the man treads to kind of ignore the gun, which is going to be a really cool play if it pans out, or it can absolutely flop and Dingo might just get absolutely destroyed. But look, it's perfectly working. Dingo jumping through 2
Oh my god!
And it's all falling apart. Buddy is sitting in the dispenser. I've seen this not go well many times, but it worked out pretty well there. Pretty good.
I mean, if your soldiers are just on aerial denial like that, then I think it doesn't even matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But it's
I think he's on it again.
Oh,
he loves it. Dingo has been running so many man treads, and I'm a big fan of the man treads, and I want to see it work eventually. But I don't even know if they realized that he was on man treads from how fast he exploded. But we'll see.
He's going to be making his way into lobby. Still a little bit precarious for the Chuds, considering they are on their last, but Sandblast just going to be trying to scope through, see if he can maybe find any type of angle, and just going to wait and see how they can try and coordinate it. Last time didn't go super duper well, but you know, you can't always rely on the enemy team hitting an amazing air shot. As he comes in again, tries to go for it, and Luddy actually in that dispenser blocking it well enough, but he does take so much damage.
Yeah, that was spooky. With the pipes coming and exploding, I think Letty got down to 40. Is a little sketchy, but does he run it back a third time? I need him to jump. I didn't see it. Oh, he switched off.
He did switch off. Unfortunate. Well, you got to respect the double attempts, as now it might be a case for the wall to try and go for some type of Uber exchange and just kind of Hail Mary it, as they are going to. They come in through the right and left. Sword very, very weak, has to meet back up with the Uber. Sin Karma is so in. He does manage to get out quite spectacularly so. Actually, no, Damn is going to be on the chase.
He was on the big flank.
Yeah, he was on the big flank. Is now an opportunity for the Chuds to maybe push out of their last if they want to. A demo and a scout down, but they do have to worry about that sniper.
Yep, and Damn is now not worried anymore. He is gone. Another headshot ringing out. I was gonna say, I don't love them still having Sandblast during that kind of exchange there, but if he does show up in the post and hit some headshots, it could be pretty good. But with this coming out, Dingo's already all the way in nest, and it's really gonna open up the map. Someone's gonna have to turn back for him, and they are just taking the entirety of this 5-angle. Sandblast gets the body shot on the Luddy. 7 seconds. They need to get on the cap here, but they also need to kind of play their heels. It's gonna have to be playing in the middle. They get so many picks. They get players on the cap, and this could be big on the side of Slug. Slug getting so much damage, but it's not enough.
Yeah, that Uber coming out just sealed the deal, and that's going to be the second round in the favor of the wall. It's been a little bit, not really back and forth, it's just been kind of a slow aggression from the wall, acting like a wall, just slowly encroaching on all of the Chud's domain and taking it piece by piece, step by step. As coming in onto his third mid, the Chuds really need just a solid, clean mid to set themselves up further into the round, get some nice spam damage over onto Dingo, but it's been just kind of a chaos on these mids that's been favoring the wall more often than not.
Dingo going into IT, and behind goes Math. Sword getting picked off on the point. There's a flank coming in from Sewer. Dingo going for the full wrap. This could pay dividends if he gets some clean rockets off. Jumps in on the Slug, but it's a little too late. The rest of the team has died, and that is kind of the downside of going that hard for a flank.
Now he is still in the back lines. Fortunately for him, or maybe unfortunately, depending on how he plays it, he is still alive, so not going to be with the rest of the team to defend last. At least right now, it's going to be all on if he's going to be able to make it back in time, as everyone else on the Chuds are trying to use this as their opportunity to finally get a point on the board. They have Uber advantage. They do kind of have a little bit of player advantage, as Dingo is still in the back lines. Raven making their way into lobby. It all comes down to this Uber push, as Dingo is nowhere near technically 5v6. What can they do with this? If they pop in through 4, and oh my god, that is going to be Slugmundo launched sky high by the sentry gun. They take it down though, trying to focus fire down the heavy over in heaven. Going to be launched back, get some cap time onto the point. Dingo is going to go down in the back lines, so they have a bit of room to play with here. That's going to be Matt bombing into a heavy. You don't like to see that too much. Is going to be taken down. Sin Karma onto the point, get some good stickies. It's all to play for here. It's just going to be, however, Slugmundo and Luddy trying to escape, and what was their best opportunity so far. Oh, that was close. To try and get a point on the board has not worked out, and Slugmundo is probably... Oh, he stays alive?
He pulls out his melee just to look at him, and Slug just walks away. I was going to say, really good rockets from Sai, hitting like perfect juggles, and then just decides at the end, I'll just see if I can hit the pickaxe, and then he just walks out. Sandblast kind of testing it, walking through the sniper on the deep angle. If Hubert walks through this door, it could be pretty bad, but Sandblast just kind of solos the choke, kills a soldier against the sniper, and both soldiers are down on the Chuds, which means that they are sending it straight through IT. Never mind! Oh my, Raven with the big headshot.
Raven just canceled all of their momentum. That would have been a really heads-up play from the wall otherwise, as now they're going to try and come in. They do get the force out on to Luddy. They expend 2 for it, so not all that bad for the Chuds. They are going to have a bit of space to work with here, as Map is already in. Sor might be caught out. Is nice stickies from Slugmundo to get that pick, and now the momentum has completely shifted. It is the Chuds in the driver's seat.
Yeah, this is what you sign up for when you pick Process, is snipers can make big plays on these long angles, and back-to-back kind of big med picks in this game. Dingo jumping in, getting Matt down, big headshot on the Sandblast, but they're going to lose both their soldiers again, and it's going to be all on this Raven sniper to kind of make something happen here.
Oh my god, he's just walking in through choke and hitting some body shots. It's only going to be Sin Karma Soar, a respawner to defend. Hubert backing up towards one. This is probably a 1 second for the Chuds. Soar is still staying in here and is going to be able to escape to safety. Sandblast peeking over by one, maybe trying to see if there's any space, but no. Thinks better of it, also recognizing that there's a sniper, could be scoped up on that door, and that is either a dead Sandblast or a dead medic, and doesn't want to test it. So this time, it is going to be the wall on their last for Chuds. Going to be even Ubers. Both teams have a sniper up, and they actually no, they switch off the sniper over on the wall.
I think this might be kind of the thought process behind this pick. Yet let your player go sniper, have a more dynamic map for your soldiers, compared to Sai, who kind of is the wall. That's what his game plan really is a lot of the time. He's kind of become a little more aggressive over the years, but still, he is the wall of the wall.
He is the wall of the wall, and they're going to need that wall to defend against the Chuds right now over on their last damage side, trading a lot of damage in a rollout. Neither falls, so just going to be an opportunity to head back to their respective medics and patiently ask for an arrow in the midst of all the other chaos that's going around. All eyes really on Raven and Sandblast, both of them now back up on Sniper to be the initiators here, because I don't see anyone on the man-treads over on the Chuds, so it seems like they're just going to be waiting for that. Slugmundo kind of testing Sandblast over in one. Raven trying to go for the deep peek, is probably going to get a shot down there. Was it going in for the Hail Mary shot? Not going to happen. Sai does bomb out, trying to get the counter, does find a nice rocket onto Slug, but that's not going to be enough.
Yeah, and just kind of a late death. They could try and work off this and spam. It's a really good opportunity, a late soldier death. But Raven's going to end up switching back to scout. We might see kind of like a two-man, a pressure cook. And the main priority here is to get that gun down or just say whatever and send it anyways. But just trading spam, nothing really coming of it. Sandblast trying to get a pick 5 and gets that pick. The snipers so far have been on fire. Dingo taking the rocket for Sandblast, letting him live. And a lot of hurt players, including Sin Karma going down, but with the trade on the Slug, most likely things aren't going to happen besides maybe a Sandblast peak. But the spawners are coming up for the Chuds.
Oh, Sandblast is going in over through lower, has the opportunity to do it. Doesn't really see anyone in his sights, though, and is going to get rushed down by 2 scouts.
Yeah, they said you can read, not me. So, ends up dying. At least Sin Karma will be up for this exchange, and they'll have a sniper or Sandblast coming up late in this fight. But the Chud should try and do something off that timer here.
Yeah, as Big Bank is over towards one, is going to find one onto Sai, might be able to stay alive here, actually really wants this soldier, isn't going to be able to get it, but they are pressuring the wall pretty heavily here. They take down the sentry gun. This is an opportunity to maybe get for a sack onto Soar. Damn, jumping in super deep, is going to be able to get that force out, and it seems like they just want to take this exchange. The wall have to back up here as the Uber from the Chuds coming in, just going to be trades. Hubert dying over by the spawn door, so unfortunate. The picks seems like they're going in the favor of the Chuds, and they step on the point, making it 2-1.
That was a beautiful setup from the Chuds. A soldier in 5, a soldier in 2. They spam the gun down. They get a force and a demo pick and 2 players behind. And they're a really clean team, and they have really good teamwork. And I want to see them keep doing that. We may see some more Raven Sniper, but it all comes down who can pull it out on this mid. Will Dingo go on the long con flank once again?
Well, currently he is over near the enemy team's IT, just going to be trying to hit some spam Soar over on the high ground. That's going to be the fade bomb from Sai Guy, not committing, just trying to draw some eyes. He's going to be a Dingo going in to IT, takes down Raven, so this might be the call for everyone to back up. Hubert is going to surf this safety. It should be able to stay alive. Dingo tried to commit in onto Luddy, not going to be able to get that timing perfectly correct. Slugmundo is still in, however, goes for the bomb, is going to get shot out of the sky.
Yeah, I'm just interested. He just keeps doing it. I don't think he really did anything that middle, but they win anyways. So, you know, if I'm Dingo, I'm having a good time there. He has a chance to get a kind of cut-off flank kill, but good job from the wall, really absorbing that aggression and keeping Hubert alive to give themselves, once again, a big stalemate, which I will not be surprised. But Damn going down is going to open this up really, really well for some spam on this gun. And Raven in an interesting spot.
Yeah, Raven is in a very unique spot for Sniper. He's got a long angle over towards 5, and at least he's not at risk, I guess, of getting bombed if he's worried about that. But probably not be the priority for the wall if they try to do so. They don't really do much with that one player advantage that they had. Just try to peek a little bit. Soar is taking a bit of damage. Going to have to back up as everyone else is going to rotate over towards one. Guy maybe trying to get some spam damage out, but has been spotted. So is just going to go back to the rest of the group as they're huddled up, maybe doing a little bit of a team talk, figuring how they want to try and break this stalemate. Oh, nice headshot from Raven. That's going to be Sin Karma sent back to the respawn room. It's going to be an opportunity for the Chuds to maybe try and send their own sack. A demo down means they don't have to worry about any of the traps on those doorways. Slugmundo going to be spamming him through lower. Raven over towards lower, trying to get a shot. They find one onto Mav. There is Dingo over by one. He is going to find the trade out, however, so it is going to be evens. Damn, over in IT, probably going to fall, not going to get a trade, so as soon as these respawners come the first one up, it is going to be player advantage for the wall right now, and you can immediately see Sandblast in through one over on the high ground, takes a lot of damage, is going to go down. They do find the sentry gun, but with Sandblast down, I think, oh, that's going to be another soldier in. Dingo try to go for something, is not going to be able to find enough damage.
The direct hit already. Direct hit. Battalion's back up. An interesting combo. He wants to, this is actually the wall setup. No one wants to walk at him, and if he pops that Battalions, they are going to have big damage resistance. So this play is most likely here to kind of spam that gun down really, really easily. It's going to be interesting to build a Battalion's backup with no splash damage, but Psy's direct hit, he's pretty infamous for it. He's really good with that weapon.
He is really, really good. There's some very nice clips of him with it on Metalworks, just hitting some fat direct after direct. And he's going to have to hit some here because, like you said, it can be difficult to build that banner up otherwise. Sin Karma taking a bit of damage over in lobby. Going to have to back up. Dingo also taking a bit of damage. Going to be able to jump to safety. And Sin Karma kind of playing this 5-throw, trying to see if he can get some stickies out over on the Chuds combo. Just huddled up by that sentry gun and dispenser by the point. As there's a bit of time ticking off the clock if you are the wall. They got 1:30 left, but you know that's maybe 1-2 sacks, and after that point, you're really just looking at an Uber exchange.
He's in a sniper battle with the D hit right now, but trying to spam that gun. They haven't really gotten much going so far. Hopefully, I'm really interested to see on how this direct hit is planned out. But they haven't got really good peaks on this gun at all. It's just Psy's been spamming through two, getting a lot of damage, but nothing's coming of it.
Yeah, and I guess the question is maybe if he does get that banner in time, they can either try and go for an Uber exchange and come back in with the banner, or force out the Uber with the banner, then come in with their own Uber. However, they want to try and play it, as now there's only 50 seconds left before we go into a round reset. So whatever their play is, they got to start trying to figure it out now and beginning to execute it.
They got 40 seconds, and I think he gets very close to dying, but it's going to be interesting. He has the Battalions. All that time has paid off, and they have 30 seconds to make it work. They have to pop really early. They're popping or holding the Battalions at least.
There's so much cap time on the point, they might just get it. Regardless, Sandblast got so much, but the thing is, they've lost everyone. Slugmundo with a nasty pipe onto Guy, Sin Karma, and Hubert the Fish, the only ones left alive. And judging at their hit points, Marmalou, I don't think they're going to be alive much longer. Raven is right there on the chase.
Yeah, you know, I think they can win this. You know, they turn it around. Sin Karma catches a bow, hits 8 pipes in a row, kills everybody, then caps point in like what, 8 seconds?
Yeah, well, a bit longer than 8 seconds because there's the overtime as it bleeds off the last point. Yeah, it makes it all the more likely. But you know, at this point in the match, the first pause probably wasn't a attack pause. It wasn't. It was a tech pause. But at this point, it could very well be a attack pause, either from the Chuds. You know, if they lose this round, they're 3-1 down on their map pick. That's maybe a little bit of cause for concern for them. Or it could be from the wall. If the Chuds are able to push out off of their last and coast to coast the wall, that'd be 2 rounds gone for the wall in succession. It might be a chance for them to slow things down.
Yeah, but you know, that's one of those plans they had where you're in the mumble after like a tough night of scrimmage. You're like, man, You can't break that stalemate, so people keep throwing ideas out, and then they all just use them at once, and it doesn't work. But it looks like the pause is going to stop here. Raven getting onto Sin Karma, getting that pick, and they should have an opportunity to get on this cap and put themselves in a really good position with no demo up on the side of the wall.
No demo up. Luckily, however, for the wall, Hubert was able to stay alive there. So it is only going to be, it's basically going to be even Ubers, just player advantage for the Chuds right here. As they find one onto Dingo, no stickies to block them. They find another onto Sai. Sword disconnected from Hubert. That's going to be a dead medic. Sword very weak as well. Also going to go down. And it seems like the Chuds have finally found their footing, and that is putting the pedal to the metal. Only going to be Sin Karma on second right here. Is very precariously put over in lobby. Should be able to get out, though.
So huge play from the flank of the Chuds. Big Bank and Damn just walking through IT, getting a pick, causing some chaos, and Raven just running at the medic, cleaning that up. And that is exactly that coast-to-coast situation you're talking about. And then see if the Chuds can kind of clean that fight up and completely turn the game on its head. Getting that gun down, nothing else really off of it, no cap time, but they are in a good spot to kind of have a post-Uber committal.
Yeah, they are, as now everyone from the wall comes out, but Sor and Dingo going down. They're all stuck over by a spawn. There's no one close to the point, and it seems like the Chuds are just spamming them down one by one. It's only Sin Karma tries to jump. It gets stuffed by Damn, and that is where the pause was, and that is going to be a tie game. The Chuds finding a way to claw back in this first map.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna keep saying this. The Dingo flankments, they're not doing anything. But if they can keep pulling it out, you know, go crazy with it. But so far, no one's really gone too crazy at the beginning of the round. No super committing fast rollouts. Both teams just getting in their spot, getting the setup they want, and sending it. And Slug has counteracted it. There are stickies on IT, and I am invested if Dingo will jump right onto them. But Raven dies anyways, and the trap comes in, trading it out. Hubert very, very weak in this situation. Some damage from Damn, but he's going to barely get out, catching a bow. Math getting a counter bomb in, gets a lot of damage, but no one's able to clean it up. Slug getting another trade in.
They're all so weak over on the wall, but no one was able to finish the kills. That's going to be Sai taken down over on the high ground. Only going to be through up. Damn, going in for a bomb. Onto Sor is going to find the rockets that get the kill. Sin Karma now is going to have to back up the meet up with the respawner in Dingo. The Chuds have managed to win a second mid, is immediately going in. Oh my Dingo. Nice flick air shot onto Damn to shut that one down, but that's still going to be a mid one for the Chuds, and Sandblast is up on Spy.
You know, I respect it. Is he just checking, actually? He's sitting in spawn,
he's just checking.
Lame. He's gonna probably... Oh, no, he's a scout. I'm assuming if he saw a sniper, he'd go counter sniper. But there's gonna be a full even Uber stalemate, and the Chuds, from what it looks like in the first 10 minutes, is now in control of the game and in the driver's seat to get a lead or win this game at this point with about 2.5 minutes left. This game is going to run out of time and go into that kind of continuous overtime. Big Bang just walks past Dingo. Big Bang is in behind on Hubert. The bomb coming in from side, just randomly stopping it, but the force coming in. They're going to lose 3 for it. Once again, you traded Uber for 3 players every day of the week, especially if there's no scout on the side of the Chuds, which means there's no kind of escape power.
Slug.
But Slug doesn't care. Slug gets the kill every time. He's unstoppable.
Yeah, very, very crucial from Slug, because if he dies there, that's probably a force coming out from Luddy. Now, they are going to have that full Uber to walk back in onto mid with Raven here to lead the charge. Going to be Map, making some space, takes a lot of damage. In the meantime, they are still at a little bit of a disadvantage, and that force is going to come out. Dingo making sure that one got done. Sin Karma over in sewer. Might get caught out, but no one is going to chase him. Actually, no, it's going to be Raven trying to meet him back up. Does get the kill there, is going to go down for it, and immediately the Chuds trying to do stuff off of that. Their soldiers are in, trying to get in on the Hubert. Nice rocket from Map. Sandblast as well going down. It's just collapsed from all the wall players. It's going to be a scrappy DM fight, trying to get on the Slug Mundo. The rockets not connecting, just barely missing that one. And that Slug staying alive, and that is going to be the Chuds making their way onto second.
You know, I want the relationship that Math and Damn have. They are ride or die. One of them goes in, the other is instantly in. I was questioning that first bomb, but the second one coming in, cleaning up, getting onto Hubert and causing chaos for the rest of the team to clean up and putting themselves in an incredible position with 50 seconds left. It's kind of a weird spot. They have 50 ad to work with, but they're going to have to go before that overtime begins.
Sandblast on the sniper was over by 5, an opportunity for a cheeky shot, but no one peeked him, so he is going to back up now up on the heavy, on the high ground as the Uber comes in from the Chuds. They are going to use it. They may want to try and time it so they can win this first map completely. A lot of damage over on the Sandblast, trying to play the point just a little bit, but now the soldiers from the wall coming in do a lot of damage, and the Chuds are going to have to back up here, losing Luddy, Dam, and Raven. Only going to be 3 up and alive.
Great hold from the wall. Their back's against the wall. They pull it off. Map in, should die. Very late pick. And that's going to be one player, maybe 2 if they can deny Raven as well. And this is a great circumstance for them to get in the mid with Uberad and take this for free, hopefully. Unless we see some miracle trap from Slug, I don't see how the wall don't get this for free, or at most losing one player.
Yeah, they should be able to get it for free, and depending on how quick they are, they might be able to push this all the way to the Chuds last, and if they do that, we are in continuous overtime. They convert there. That is the first map going their way as they make their way in through Al-Qaeda. Just going to be trying to dodge all the spam. Luddy only has 75%, so they don't have just quite yet. And they should be able to take this space. Dam over in IT is probably going to get caught out because that's going to be a player advantage for the wall to work with over onto last. And even though they can't take the Uber, they can maybe try and get the force out from Luddy instead.
Yeah, and Dam down, this means that some of these doors are open for people to make plays through. The gun not in a great spot, still in the spawn area to just get built up. Getting a lot of spam, the gun is going to go down, and this should start transitioning into a sack attempt. Dingo just walking through 5, getting a deep bomb in, getting hit by their engineer getting traded out, but Sai should die, just walks out. Sora's going to take his place, he volunteers his tribute, and he's going to fall on the floor.
Is going to fall on the floor. Going to be one player advantage for the Chuds to try and go for something if they want to, but I think they're maybe just a little bit nervous about the current situation. Tie game. If you lose this round, it is all over. Of course, there is a map too, but then you would be going to the Walls map pick, which they're probably not too keen about going into that with a map already lost, so they have to really bunker down to emulate their best Wall impersonation and try and keep this point airtight.
Well, it looked like both teams were spy checking, and Sandblast did walk out on it, so I don't know if Raven knows how to check for spy, especially when there's no cosmetics on. If he does, they should know there's a spy coming in, and this should not get the medic at least. Maybe he can sneak up, get a sap, but the medic should not die to this if they know, hopefully.
Hopefully a Sandblast is in. No one spotted him just quite yet unless they did check adequately. I think Raven is pretty diligent about that, but from the way they're playing, I don't know if they know Luddy just kind of jumping around, maybe just
He's looking at his phone. I saw him hitting WSD, no mouse. He's just the sap coming.
Oh,
Sap, one more.
He's getting a lot of cap time on the point as well.
It's definitely not his intent. He was just kind of focusing up, trying to shoot the soldier. Doesn't get it, but they're going to trade 2 for 2. No Uber going down, but very little amount of cap time, no gun up. This could be an opportunity for Sai to go for something maybe, but it looks like it's going to even out, and Sandblast is going to hit the other off-class button.
It is, which is going to be Pyro. No, it's going to be Sniper. No Pyro just quite yet. We're probably going to see some Pyro over on Gullywash, actually, so you can wait in anticipation for that, but Sandblast up on the Sniper. Immediate headshot onto Math. Doesn't even take any time to hesitate. Rings one out, and now they know the sentry gun has been taken down. They do find the trade out, but so much spam damage over onto Luddy has forced the pick. Dingo gonna die over by roll-up, but it doesn't really even matter. Everyone else on the combo should be able to stay alive here. Hubert, however, is very, very weak and is gonna have to give up second completely. In the meantime, they're gonna have to wait for their spawners. There's a very precarious position for the Chuds to play because they want to get this space, they want to get this cap point, but they do have to worry about the Uber coming in from the wall.
Yeah, and just gonna walk in slowly. I think the Chuds, a big bomb coming from Dam, getting some damage out, the last rocket coming in, but the follow-up on the team, getting 2 players down, Hubert may still have Uber, but they're going to buy themselves more and more time. Map with another Fade Bomb. Slug now in a really, really good spot, and he hits the pipe onto Psy. Sandblast does not care. He wants to use this Uber, and he is holding W, not caring about any spam that he is taking, and he is taking all of it.
Taking a lot of damage, and all of those theatrics have basically bought, I would say, but Chuds enough time to get their own Uber, as Luddy is now coming up on 100% actually, and they should be able to have, and they will. So really great just denial and kind of time bot from everyone on it, but Chuds to be able to get their defenses properly in order. Now it is going to be a continuation of the stalemate that we saw previously. This time, however, no one is on off classes just quite yet for the wall.
Yeah, you know, they just wanted to reset the round timer, give themselves another 4 minutes to go. But, you know, we may see some man treads again, a little sniper, a little spy, a little sticky trap killing Psy guy to go D-hit Battalion?
Ooh.
Anyone?
I mean, we've seen it once before. Who says we can't see it some more? All eyes on Psy guy in that respawn room to see what he decides to come up as, but Chud's not going to go for any type of counter sack, and be pretty difficult to counter sack out onto second on this map, so they are just going to
Oh, he goes the door on him. He goes sniper. It would have been really funny if Sandblast just didn't get to walk in and Psy walked out. You know, they're just... But we're going to see a sniper. Raven was checking. I think they should know there's a sniper on the field. He does not opt to counter snipe, but once again, Slug just always finds a kill. Another sticky trap, which is just going to stall this out 30 more seconds. And that's all going to start to add up. Once we're kind of sitting on the sniper for too long, they're going to run out of time like they did last time. They have to force something.
Yeah, they are going to have to force something, though. To be fair to the wall, when they have been forced to do something, it has generally kind of worked out well. Even with Sandblast on the sniper, they've won quite a few kind of post-Uber fights with Sandblast up on sniper, just being able to ring out some headshots, trying to look for another one over in rollout onto map. Isn't going to find the pick. It does take a bit of damage, so going to have to back up instead. Now meandering over towards one with the slow peek. Once again, potentially onto map. He's going to go for it just deeper, deeper, and deeper. Has the opportunity for the hero shot, but not going to make it.
Bloody wanted to see what happened. Kind of almost peeked that sideline, or if he did a little bit. We're going to still have this sniper just walking around trying to get a pick. But he hasn't really seen too much or gotten a good shot. Peeks through lobby to try and get a kill in two. And good from him for rotating and keeping them on their toes. But the Chuds are not allowing some free picks to come out.
They are not at all. They're doing a really great job at locking down all these doors, and like you said, not making sure that a Sandblast has an easy time. They spot him out over towards one, so they should know, and immediately Sandblast is just going to rotate around to a different doorway. He opts for two, maybe a chance to go for the slow peek. No one's defending it. Oh my god, if he just committed a little bit longer, I think he would have had the opportunity for the shot onto Luddy. A little bit of a pretty scary there for the Chuds, but they're still being able to defend. Sandblast goes for another shot over in rollout. Not going to find one. Dingo takes a lot of damage from the sentry gun. Is going to have to back up, and now we're only 50 seconds away from a round reset, and this is looking closer and closer to Uber exchange territory.
Yeah, and just once again, ending this time with the sniper up, and this is a pretty good map to have a sniper on in an Uber exchange, but still, it's going to be on Sword to kind of make something happen with this Uber. Last time it didn't get much, but Luddy forced to be pretty far forward with the sniper up. That gun going down, they get a math pick, and this should open it all up. They should be trying to take a trade in here any second now, and allows Sandblast to get some free pot shots while they go. But they're taking it nice and slow. They're going to get slugged down. The Uber's still up on the side of the Chuds. They're milking it out. The gun's still alive, getting picked off finally, but it is just a solo from Raven to make something happen. Hubert getting picked off, along with Sing Karma, a massive flank from Dam. And they get another one, so much damage, and that's going to be a huge clutch play from him.
Soar and Dam meet over in the 4-door. But yeah, really great flank from Dam. Also really crucial Uber from Raven as well. It could have been very scary because of Sandblast. They were milking for a long time. If Sandblast just walked in, hit that headshot before Luddy used, that could have been curtains for the Chuds. But now it is still a tie game, 2-2. Whoever wins this round, and however many round resets it takes, is going to be the winner of the first map. The soldiers trade damage over on the right side. Dingo maybe not opting to go for that IT push after getting stuffed last time with those stickies from Slug. Actually, no, he's still
He
gonna
just
go
doesn't
for
care,
it.
man.
He
He's
just
like,
does
you can
not
kill me,
care.
but Dam just jumps in, kills Sin Karma, and this is going to be a really good opportunity, especially with the high ground control. Slug can just shoot anybody on the high ground, and the rest of the Chuds taking that over. The silver lining is that Hubert will get out, and they'll have even Ubers for last, but let's see if the wall can keep their name and hold once again on their last in this scenario, which this might be the hour-long game of Legends.
It could be the hour-long game of Legends. We were kind of teasing it yesterday, but it seems to be delivering tonight, and just goes to show how close these teams are. Someone trying to make things happen is Sandblast over on Spy in lobby. He could be an opportunity to get a pick onto a crucial player. Really, any player, I think, would work really well. He gets it! That is so crucial for the wall. Sandblast coming up so clutch right there. And now they're going to be able to push out of their last. There's really no one in position from the Chuds to try and stop it or to go for a back half. Dam is over in IT, but he's not really in position to do something. So a really great play from Sandblast.
That was like the funny corner, and it worked out. There's Sticky side dodging the trap. But Big Bang says, I can do it too, on the Spy. Let's see if his is going to work out. He's trying to sneak it around. The problem here is that clock is ticking. They're going to start holding W any second now, or they're just going to pop in. Big Bang coming in on the medic. Big Bang so close, gets the stab and a counter drop with the Spy, and the Spies are coming up massive. The wall's still trying to kind of fight mid. I don't think it's going to end up very well if they stay, especially with Psy being so weak.
Yeah, and they do make the correct call, and they get the heck out of there. So very demoralizing if you are the wall to have your hero play used immediately against you in quick succession. But the game is not over yet. It only takes one more hero play like we saw, and the wall are still in this.
What if they went Spy again? They're not.
I mean, would you expect it?
Be awesome. But no, they're running heavy NG. I think they're going for a full bunker hold. Sandblast in nest gun, and this is going to be entirely trying to stall out the Uber and have it heavy in the post of it. They're nowhere close to getting Uber in this fight, so they need to try and survive and buy as much time for them to get some positioning. And they're doing a great job. No one really contesting Sandblast except the soldier coming in. A big counter bomb from side, getting a kill, getting so much damage all over the map. Dingo with the big flank. Damage. Everyone is so weak on the side of the Chud. Soar with an opportunity to clean it up, and it is just Slug and Luddy, the dynamic duo, walking away. And I would not fight Slug here. I've seen him get the kill every time.
Oh, but there's some people on the flank. It is Sword, tries to go for it, but luckily the respawners for the Chuds were able to block his path of aggression just in the nick of time. So Luddy going to be able to stay alive. Raven up on the sniper, however, as the wall going to be coming in with their own Uber, but it's going to be very, very close because Luddy already has 90%.
Yeah, they're going to try and force this through Sandblast. I love the milk play through IT. It's kind of just a meta break for the past decade, basically, of popping straight through IT. Teams are often now, apparently, milking through just playing off the fact that people are scared of the Uber coming in, and they're going to get mid for free in a situation I don't think either of us thought was going to happen.
Yeah, I did not expect that to play out like that. No one died at all. No Ubers were used, but that is going to mean Dingo is just going to be able to wander into lobby basically for free. Now Dam is on his case. It might be a soldier trade. No, Dam is going to get the better of Dingo and be able to stay alive there. So that's going to be the sack attempt for the wall. Raven is up on sniper for the Chuds, and it's going to be maybe on him to try and go for some type of aggressive peek or hope that someone on the wall make him a little bit of a misstep and wander into a sightline.
What will Dingo spawn on? Will he have some funny shoes? Anything? Nope. He's a normal guy. Quite unfortunate. I don't want my normal Dingo. I need some like spicy upgrades here. But we're gonna see most likely IT pressure, a sack. They're not opting for a sniper. Raven going back to check the off classes, sees nothing, and is gonna go on scout. That cookie cutter fight now.
Sai is in, and that's just going to buy time for Dingo to try and get in behind once again. This time doesn't work out nearly as well. Sai opts to just jump out to safety. It seems like Big Bang maybe trying to peek over towards Sewer to draw some eyes, as now here comes Dam in. Does a bit of damage onto Sin Karma, but that's not the target he was going for. So just going to be a continuation of the stalemate. And I guess all eyes on Dingo once again.
I think Dingo might be the definition of insanity. He has done the same thing on multiple part of the maps the same mid, the same sack attempt about 5 times overall, and he, I would not be surprised if we see another IT to lobby walkthrough, and I won't be surprised to see him explode again if they don't get creative here. But successfully, they've taken 2 minutes off the clock, and this is when they're going to say, let's play with to go sniper. Inside just jumps through the door, so Sandblast has called it off. And we're going to see another probably dingo sack through IT.
Probably. I mean, history repeats itself is the saying, so it goes, as Sandblast makes their way in over to sewer, just to probably draw some eyes. And actually, it seems like they're committing just a little bit of heals, but maybe a proper flank shove. Damn, might be caught out here. Is going to be caught out. This time it's going to be Soar, the one getting in behind. It's going to be Big Bang on the chase, and Dingo now is going to wander in as well. So 2 players on the wall are going to be in behind. They're a player down on the Chuds, but Sin Karma is super weak. Is going to be taken down. Dingo is going to be able to win that one against Big Bang, so it's still going to be player advantage for the wall right here. Sandblast taking a lot of space. Dingo in for some nice rockets, gets the force out on the Luddy. They do lose 3 for it, but if Hubert is able to stay alive here, but Slug going in super deep is going to force out the Uber from Hubert. It's going to be a solo on the side. The only thing they can do right here is try to escape. I say try, because Hubert getting blocked in here. Getting Hubert, oh my god, if that hit. Sin Karma though gets 2, it finds another onto Mav. I think the wall are going to be able to refight this.
They have turned this around entirely. That looked like the biggest round loss of all time, but they sell out for a huge bomb from Dingo. I don't think anyone can come help. There was ambition, there were dreams, and now he's in the respawn timer once again.
He was, but you gotta say, all of that chaos came in part due to his play with Soar getting in behind and opening things up for his team. Obviously, it just ended us up in the same situation once again, but this time it's gonna be Big Bang and Damn trying to go for the flank plays over NIT. Not gonna make it happen. Only 30 seconds left before another round reset. It would be the second.
Will they do anything? Or
I don't know.
Are both teams like, our mids are good, right? But no, they're gonna peek sewer. I don't think they're gonna have any time to actually get onto 2. This is kind of just pointless at this point, but you know, I respect the grind here. I don't think they're even gonna get close enough to touch the point. Sai has jumped on top of the point and has gotten 1 millisecond of cap time, and it looks like the round's going to reset. And odds on Dingo going IT.
I mean, if it ain't broke, or if it's not fully broken,
yeah, you know,
don't fix it.
If it's worked ever, keep doing it, man. He trapped it one time. I feel like Slug didn't last time. It was like, there's no way he does it. I literally got a trap kill on him, but I think Slug traps it again. Is this the ultimate Dingo mind game for another round reset to not go IT? Soar going his own IT, blind countering a Dingo strat. Maybe that's what the Chuds should do, but a huge bomb from Sai. He's actually committing on it into choke. Bolt Soldier's counter jumping. The sticky trap onto IT does not work out, but Bolt Soldier's giving him all the ground to try and kill Sai, and not doing it is not going to spell a good recipe for this middle. There's so much damage, but a big bomb coming in onto Hubert. Oh damn! Damn gets 2.
Damn, hitting some damn nice shots right there. This map is going to go down. Luddy should be able to stay alive, but Sandblast is on the chase over through IT. Is going to meet up with Raven. Soar jumping in with an amazing serve. Not going to be able to find the shot, and Sandblast is just going to have to back up to the rest of the team. So they might be able to get this point. You can already see Raven wants to go in and block it up, and they are going to be able to get in. So it's going to be a little bit of continuation of the fight. The respawners for the wall coming in here, and they might want to try and force this Uber out, but no, they're backing up. It's going to be a mid one for the Chuds, and a Uber advantage to boot.
Jam has been making play after play and keeping them in this game and putting them in a good position. Is that a 4 sticky through choke? We're going to see a skybox from Slug. So much damage on Sandblast. They get him down. They get Hubert in the 4 sticky into the skybox. Gets it. I swear it never works, and it's just masterpiece.
It was a masterpiece. Picasso wept at that one as Sai over and rollout should be able to get in onto Map, who's already in onto last. Sin Karma gonna go down. Sai as well. The heavy has got to do a lot of work here. Sandblast tries to make a play for the point. It's not going to be enough. 3-2, but Chuds managed to eke it out just barely, and they are going to be winning Map 1.
Not just eke it out, they just reverse 3-0'd them kind of anticlimactic sounding, but down 2-0, lock in, turn it around, and just that is not a match you want to lose, especially on the side of the wall. Like, you put all that work in, all that time, and you lose the game, and that might be a tilter. It depends how their comms are, the vibes are, but that could be a giant loss to be having right before your map pick.
It could be a very, very demoralizing series of events for the wall, like you said, because, yeah, it seems so long ago, actually, because it was really like the first 10 minutes of this map. But, yeah, the wall going up immediately 2-0, and then the Chuds, I think, for maybe the third time this season, finding a reverse something a reverse 4-0 or reverse 3-0 seems to be their name of the game, but making it work. And I don't know if you've got the logs up on screen, but one thing that immediately stands out to me is damn, top damaging 261. You love to see that from a soldier, especially on something like Process. You know, it's not a gully wash, so he was doing some work out there, probably because there was also a lot of stalemates, so makes a bit of sense like that. But also Luddy
the
dying.
other side of that stalemates coin is Dingo having a rough game, which, you know, that's not too surprising in a 47-minute stalemate Process game, but for Dam to do that well is really impressive. And like we were saying, Luddy 6 deaths, Hubert 11, and they're just kind of choking them out the entire game, and impressive showcase from the Chuds.
Yeah, really, really impressive showcase from the Chuds. I think that's one of the things that they have to their advantage that we haven't, I guess, maybe super spoken about yet, but it seems like they're always in it to win it. You know what I mean? Even when they're kind of down to the wire, they're on the ropes, they're always there to try and regroup, come together as a team, and they keep their heads in the game and carry on and continue, which has definitely worked out in that last map, managing to reverse that scoreline and win their map pick. But like you said, depending on the wall's mental, it's not over for them yet, because we're moving on to Gully Wash, which is the wall's map pick. So sure, it was a very close defeat for the wall, maybe a bit of a tragic one for them, and might play a little bit of damage on their mental, but it's an opportunity to reset, and no better place to do it than on their map pick. And I mean, when you just think of the wall, when you think of Saigai, really, I just think of Gully Wash. So this just seems like his map on demo, on Soldier. This is just like his territory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think this is as a spectator, you know, this is just a really good map set to have. You have a very open map where sniper and a lot of space is prevalent, versus a map that's a lot more closed. You're not going to see the sniper as much, but you can see room for, like we said, the pyro, I think some better battalions, and it's going to be really on these projectiles and their ability to shut down doors, especially with player disad, and really not letting people through. And I think the key feature of this map is that last that has slowly over time became one of the easiest lasts to break if you have some good coordination here.
It is the pressure cooker on Gully Wash last is pretty infamous and very rewarding in that aspect. But yeah, I'm going to be very curious to see how it all plays out. I think we have predictions on the screen right now, and judging by how close that last one was, I'm just going to put my prediction in almost immediately. I'm going to say it's going to be a 4-2 game in the favor of the wall. I think they're going to be able to bounce back. I think this map just plays to so many of their strengths there. It's going to be a lot better probably for Dingo. Maybe gives them a bit more opportunity to do some kind of flanky stuff. Instead of going into IT, maybe he's just going to perma in through drop down.
I was going to say, that's the equivalent of that mid, is he's going to go drop down, and Slug is going to have 4 stickies on the floor in choke. But with that, there's a lot of kind of gimmick things you can do on a map like Gully. There's some really interesting mids where Process at this point has become really cookie cutter, along with maps like Snakewater, where it's get to mid, spam, feel it out, then do something. Where this map, you can instantly send into the big door, you can instantly send on the demo, and this really interesting and allows soldiers to have a really good game. And on that note, with the soldier coordination of Math and Dam, which I think the coordination is definitely better than Sai and Dingo so far, I think they're going to set the pace for this game. I think the Wall are going to get back into it, but I'm going to say the Chuds win 4-3. very back and forth game, but I think the Chuds will close it out. I think they're going to open up with these first couple mids, punching the wall in the mouth. The wall will kind of have a counter, but I think the Chuds will end up closing it out here.
I mean, that is a very fair guess. Math and Dam doing a lot of work in that last one, so no reason to think that they won't do it again. And they, I mean, even though, this is a very projectile-favored map, there's still, room for scouts. I mean, scouts can do stuff anywhere. That's just the nature of the class, but very curious to see how a Soar and Big Bank kind of stack up, because Soar, is kind of we've said, a lot of the players on the Chuds are kind of newcomers to this top level of Invite, or just Invite in general. But Soar is another one of those guys who, this is his first season in Invite, immediately on a playoffs-capable team, a team that's trying to fight for, I think at bare minimum, they'd say second place, if not first, if they can take it to Froyotech. So they're definitely doing a lot of damage out there, and I think for Soar, this is going to be hopefully maybe an opportunity for him to really kind of shine, even on a map like Gully Wash, where maybe he can try and help Dingo out, get in through Baby Door, get into lobby, kind of chaos, cause some chaos in behind, and allow his team to really flourish like that.
Well, just looking at the stats, just going to be a stat and analyst guy, just look at it. Don't watch the game, just look at the stats. Soar was the only guy who kind of outdid his counterpart. And I think that primarily contributes to the fact that the Wall were up early and then just started losing slowly for about 30 minutes straight. But still, Soar putting up some good kills, top fracking the entire server, and playing that cleanup role. But like you said, it's going to be a lot on these scouts to make the best of a map that is a little more tricky to play. There's a lot more punishing areas versus Process. You have open space everywhere, where this time you're going to have to go into closed space against some soldiers, against demos. And if you're really good at this map on Scout, you can have a lot of impact.
No, yeah, you definitely can. Just running around in through behind and just kind of causing people to try and chase you and engage them in 1v1s that you can maybe try and win if you've got the movement and aim to help carry yourself into those tight quartered spaces. But otherwise, I think we are going to be going live pretty quickly here. So get your final predictions in for map 2 of the Chuds versus the Wall. The Chuds winning map 1 3-2. And yeah, they got some stiff competition, though, over on the second one. Because, I mean, you just look at the Walls of roster. You got just so many beast projectile players. Dingo, Sin Karma, Sai. With a, a projectile lineup like that, it's very hard to bet against them. But we've already seen Math and Dam and Slugmundo pull out a lot of great stuff as well, as they are going to be both readying up here, and we are going to go live on the second map. It's going to be the Chuds versus the Wall on Gully Wash. All eyes on, let's say, Dingo to see what he does on this first rollout. See if he does do the similar thing, go through drop down, as this first mid is about to commence.
Real quick prediction, 38-minute game. That's what we're going for this time. But Dingo really quickly going to the floor, jumping onto Slug, gonna bully him off the high ground, lock and load in on the side of Slug, and Dam actually up the other team's drop down, gonna get in and just kill Hubert for free. No one else even on the Wall side, and just gets the freeze kill, but Dingo with a 3K bomb into Big Door, just blowing everybody up. And he said that last game is a fluke. This is my map, and let's see if he can keep that up. But Luddy, once again, surviving as he does.
Yeah, he is going to be able to survive. Seems like Dam is trying to see if he can get Hubert in the spawn. Is over on second. Hubert luckily has Sandblast to help escort him to safety, but in the meantime, Dam is going to be stuck in the backlines. It seems like the Chuds wanted to try and contest second, but they do lose one. Dingo is already in behind. Raven going to get the better of him, but it seems like Soar immediately going in through lower is going to make a play for the point. I don't think anyone has spotted him, and this is going to be an immediately quick first round for the Wall. Soar with that heads-up play. As we said, there's some opportunity for scouts to go for those kind of sneaky maneuvers, and Soar immediately jumping on that opportunity.
Yeah, I may have been completely wrong about how this game's going to start, but let's see. Dam going for the drop-down play. Is Dingo going to be jealous and just do it himself? who knows? It looks like we're going to have a normal mid. Dingo going fast on the floor once again. Committing on the slug again, just kind of taking the other team's side in a lot of good spacing from the side of the wall, taking a lot of this ground. They sacrificed a lot of health for it. Sai getting a kill onto Dam. Sin Karma trying to contest this point completely alone. Sai up drop down with so much damage.
Oh my god.
4K mid from him. Once again, the soldiers on the wall. They only get 3Ks. Nothing more, nothing less. 3 kills, 1 rocket.
3 kills, 1 rocket. So doing really, really well. The wall showing why they picked this. Their mids have been very, very clean. I mean, sure, the first one they did lose Hubert, but that expert bomb from Dingo just set them up so well, and immediately they're mobilizing over in a second. Just going to leave Sandblast and sort of capture it up as they're trying to peek, trying to see where they can take this Uber in. And as you said previously, this last can be very, very easy to break into, even on an even Uber stalemate situation. So Sin Karma now with the Uber, gonna take it in right now.
Ooh, really good pyro play, stopping this gun from being killed for a while. Dingo in water, trying to play on the point, catches the sticky trap. Sin Karma getting blown all the way up. The Uber not coming anytime soon from Luddy. Hubert just catching some spam and dying in a very bad position. Should be a hold in the lock and load from Slug coming up massive. Just Sai in lobby, he is going to just stand here. Hopefully, he's going to hope someone comes to 1v1 him. But with Luddy living with Uber at again, this is a really good situation for them to kind of get out of last for.
Yeah, Sai being the one-man wall for a moment there, but is going to have to give up his duties at least for a little bit as the rest of the Chuds come in. They're able...
Sniper.
Ooh, Sandblast is on Sniper.
The most passive angle, but they're hoping that the Chuds try and milk through choke, and I think the wall will kind of not play too aggressive, hoping for that the Chuds actually commit and try and milk. A really good bomb from Math here. This is looking convincing for a milk to come in. The sniper shot should come to fruition any second now. They are taking their good old time. Math actually spotting it out and getting the 2 rocket. The awareness and the caution from Luddy, not even getting near an angle where he could get shot.
Yeah, those really great comms or just calls from everyone on the Chuds to be aware of that. Sai is going to escape back to last. It's still going to be a little bit of Uber advantage for the Chuds, but I don't think they're going to go with it, as Hubert basically has just quite now. If they did go, they'd be met with a very unwelcome surprise, and it seems like they have slowed things down. They do take down the sentry gun in its infancy, so now maybe Dam can go in for some type of sack attempt on to Hubert, as they can maybe just slowly pressure cook their way in. As
Big Bank with
makes,
water, and
yeah.
no one's really, I know Sin's got some stickies on it, but yeah, starting the push in water is a really good thing. It's going to put pressure on the soldier on ring. They pressure the soldier off ring. Big Bank going to get some cap time. Beta player under the cap, and it's slowly going to start pressuring the rest of the team to cover this door. Then someone's going to peek another, and it's just going to keep happening until someone makes a mistake first.
As Big Bang goes for it, Dingo bombs in, is going to be able to get that kill, but Sandblast dies, so basically a trade across the board, a scout down for each. As they get the sentry gun, they get Sora as well, and that's going to be 2 down as Math bombs in, does a bit of damage onto Sai. He does bomb to try and block the shutter door, but doesn't really do anything, and is going to be taken down. 3 down on the wall as Raven walks in. Sin Karma has 2 soldiers bomb him, gets deleted, but Sai with some nice rockets find both right there, and they do get forced. They are Raven, oh my god! Wins that 1v1, is going to be able to survive, and now Big Bang's waiting for charge right back in with the Uber. They did use Dingo, finds a nice rocket onto Raven. Can they buy enough time for the respawners? Survey says no. It's going to be a tie game.
Raven just dancing around, hits 1 meat shot, and just leaves. And that was a beautiful push from the side of the Chuds, giving no room to breathe on the side of the wall. Hubert getting a little panicky going into spawn, and everyone explodes while he's on his way out. And yeah, the mids have been on the side of the wall, and so far both soldiers have gotten at least a 3K on mid for the wall, and I want to see if they can keep it up. Dingo not opting for that early aggression, opting for a drop down push. They have sniffed it out. They have traded 2 players out, and it's going to be a mid on the side of the Chuds. It's just only if they can salvage onto Luddy, the scout in. Not enough, and we were waiting for the Dingo drop down play. It happened, and it was dog shit.
It was, unfortunately, but you know, it's not all down and out for the wall at all. They've Should be able to get everyone up and try and get some defenses over on last, but the Chuds in a very, very good position to try and convert this next round. They're going to be having full Uber advantage just to get everyone in, and Math is up on the heavy. Very interesting to see. I mean, you've seen kind of a gully wash heavy
showstopper-esque. The brass beast heavy coming in late with this abomination loadout. I don't know what this minigun hit. He's got it. He's rocking the fit though. Uber's gonna come in. They're gonna try and get this gun down. The pyro denying the flank and river now has entered water, and now they just have a brass beast standing here, and it is not going well. The counter heavy weapons guy is making some work here. Sandblast on Pyro, just burning the heavy and leaving. And it's going to be a 40% ad on the side of the wall to push out, which getting the Raven pick makes it a little nicer. Along with the heavy pick, I was going to say it's not that convincing of an ad sometimes to push out a last with, but getting those 2 kills make it very, very nice.
Does make it very, very nice. And for a second I thought we were watching Highlander there with that pyro on a heavy action, but it is still going to be the wall pushing inside. Guy gonna force Dam off of his perch and is gonna be sent down to the ground. Dingo, nice bomb over on Slug. Mundo is gonna be disconnected, probably not gonna be able to get out, but with some nice kills on the Soren, Dingo should be able to at least seem like they want to try and fight this. The Uber comes in, the counter have to come out from the wall. Sai is well gonna go down, and what was looking really, really good, they got so much free space, has instantly turned. They're gonna have to back up probably all the way to their last Sin Karma, the last one to exit second. Big Bang still going in, takes him down, no fear in his heart whatsoever. And they might be able to just carry this in onto last, go for a play on the Hubert.
Yeah, great play coming in. Slug getting picked off by Dingo, 2 players going down. Hubert completely fine, even Ubers, and Raven is on Sniper on the point. He could go to a really good angle if he gets up onto the top of the point, and it looks like he's going for it. Oh, he's gonna get pressured out by this double soldier high bomb coming in. Side going to get blown up and choked. Dingo also getting cleaned up. Damn getting 2, just kind of into his hands, 2 free soldier kills, and he's not saying no.
No, he's not saying no. It's Big Bang. Raven with a nice shot. He rolled it over to Big Door, and no one was paying attention. And that's going to be Hubert over in lobby. Is going to be very, very close to dying here. Math could go for the bomb. Is not going to commit onto it, but it doesn't matter. As so many... Actually, no, it does commit. Gets the force or get the kill onto Hubert. And there's only going to be 2 soldiers left alive. Dingo inside now. The respawners for the wall coming in, but the Uber has been used from the Chuds. They do get a few picks, but it's not going to be enough. The Chuds make it 2-1.
Yes, Hubbard the fish making plays. And just overall, just a back and forth crazy game. Dingo has gone for his funny middle, and it has not worked. I think he's probably going to go back to the early demo pressure because it was making some work, getting some space, and he's going fast. Nope. If it doesn't work, try again. He goes up, drop down. They're going to try and take the Chud side of the map. Both teams not really wanting, the Chud's not really wanting to take it, just sitting in elbow, playing their lives, trying to get the spam battle to win, and they have absolutely demolished the spam battle.
They have indeed absolutely. The soldiers map and Dam doing a lot of work there. They did the calculus, they figured it out, and they were able to respond to the offside aggression from the wall as this time, a little bit of silver lining, Hubert was able to stay alive, and so they are going to have Uber to defend on last. But we've already seen once before from the Chuds that even if the enemy team has a Uber, and it is an even Uber situation, it is not all down and out for them. They've been able to break it once, so that's got to put a little bit of fear into the hearts of the wall in case the Chuds are able to do it again.
Yeah, and that pressure last time was really good. If they can replicate that, Big Bank getting into water right away, a lot of damage on the shutter. Trading it out, buying some time. Big Bank is going to wait for the moment that they get damage on the soldier on ring, which they get it. He's going to go to point. Sandblast coming to cover up. They understand the timing now. The bomb coming in from... Damn, a lot of pressure coming in. They get to trade kill. Sin Karma 3 HP.
He's so weak, someone.
Living, getting a bow. He's going to barely live. Damn, still just in the spawn door, trying to play his life, but Sandblast comes in, cleans it up, and it looks like they're going to weather the storm and get in a reset scenario. Will we see funny classes coming out? Who knows?
Oh, Sandblast has managed to work his way in behind. I think Big Bang might have spotted it. I don't know, but Sandblast is going to be lurking in the back lines. Basher jumps up over onto the high ground and could have an opportunity to get onto Luddy. Hits one shot, hits a second. He doesn't use. He does finally. Oh my god! And now the Uber's going to come in from both teams as they go in onto last. Slugmundo is going to be saved with that Uber Raven being taken down there. And I think even with that spectacular play, it's basically just going to be another even Uber situation as the Soar Heavy is on fire. Everyone on the Chuds walking in. They're doing so much damage. A nice fight from Slugmundo. The Pyro coming in. Damn, hitting some nice reflects onto Sai. Is going to be able to barely stay alive. Dingo with 2 nice kills. But damn, on the point with the reflect. Oh my goodness.
We're just going to kill him too. That was so close to greatness. We were joking about the Pyro. He comes out and Raven is on Spy. They had a sniper, Big Bang switched off, but Raven is on Spy, and this could be a big backcap attempt, but he's not anywhere near it. He's going to go for a backstab on this medic. Hopefully there's some distraction from Choke, which there's some lock and load pipes raining in, and I think this is a wonderful timing. I would not expect a Spy here, but unfortunately for Raven, Hubert is now in River, and this is a very difficult spot to get a stab in. He just sneaks in the shutter. I think Karma just watching his there's no trap on wood. He's just standing here.
Yeah,
don't know why, but you know, he's an interesting fella.
I know he's got something lined up. Sin Karma does with a cheeky little blind dead. But Raven is all the way in the back lines, and maybe they're just trying to get some spam pressure up to get all the eyes off of him. So, actually just gets the stab on the Sin Karma, and that is really good because now that means there's no stickies on any of these chokes. Sai, very weak, is going to have to wait for an air action, just going to get tanked up as Dingo gets pressured away from choke, so maybe Map can try and do something through there as everyone else is focused over on Big Door. It is going to be a spam battle. Damn, nice air shot from Sai onto Damn, but Damn's still going to be able to stay alive. Sai goes down regardless, and now Damn in onto the medic, does get the force.
Yeah, and just go chaos everywhere. Raven eventually gets picked off. They're going to trade 2 for 2. The Uber a lot better from the side of the Chuds. Slug coming in with a big bomb. They're going to get Hubert down. Sin Karma trying to get some pipes in. Sandblast is stuck. He's stuck above the
No.
He ends up getting killed. Oh no, they should have just left him there. He could eventually get out, but it takes a while, a little bit of wiggling. But Math coming in, not letting them breathe. They're going to try and get on this point. Dingo forced to go behind. Sai getting killed. Math baiting the players onto it. They're going to need to clean this up because the spawners are coming in. Big Bang, really weak. Dingo holding. Hopefully the rest of the team can hang in there while Dingo is in water. And the stickies on the point are enough to close that out.
And that is going to be the 3rd round for the Chud. So this time it's going to have to be the wall to try and do some reverse sweep shenanigans at the rate it's looking. It could be a 5-something game. I was thinking it was going to be a much lower than that, but it seems like the Chuds picking up a lot of momentum here. They've won the last couple of mid fights, and all eyes on Dingo to see what he does. He's just going to be playing over on the low ground for the moment, not committing just quite yet, as Sai is going to trade out with Map, so even across the board still. That's going to be Damn going for a very aggressive bomb. Is going to barely be able to stay alive, but with Big Bang taking down Dingo, so they're not going to have a lot of presence on this mid.
Just walks all the way through. Sandblast is behind at 1 HP. And now they have the scout behind. Sandblast, interesting play here. I wonder how they're going to make it work. The Chuds just Raven counterpart just walking through choke. Big Bang holding W. The follow-up coming in. They're going to get a force down. They're going to sack 2 in. Sandblast coming behind. Catches a nice projectile. He's going to try and stall, but the Chuds are going to end up looking like they're going to give up mid. Big Bang actually stalling really well, pulling 2 players back. The same thing Sandblast is doing, and both teams are kind of hesitating to take any big fights. Sandblast getting picked off. 2 players still behind on the side of the wall. It means that the Chuds should be trying to get in and pressure.
They are going to try and do so as Sai getting bombed over at Big Door. Everyone else on the Chuds have been able to get in. Slugmundo, nice kill onto Sin Karma. No stickies to block this aggression as a Raven is immediately in. Dingo in the backline trying to see if he can do anything at all. Does get found out, and that's going to be a quick sticky from Slug to take him down. And the Chuds have momentum. If they go quick, they will still be able to use this Uber advantage. Hubert at 80%. It's going to be close.
Ooh, this angle does not hit the shot, but that was very close to some disaster there. Just peeking it out. They're going to get into another situation here. The Soar Sniper, I do not like Sniper in a pressure cooking scenario. That is just one less player to make active moves. Could hit a headshot, but Raven dying here means that we may see some funny happening.
Could indeed see some funny. We saw some funny last time with the heavy, though that was during the Uber push. I don't think we've seen it.
That was sad funny. It didn't work.
That was sad funny. But it seems like Raven opting. Oh no, is going to be holding the door open.
Someone's taking their good old time. There comes Big Bank. I wonder what Big Bank's going to go to. Really?
Sniper.
Wait, what a bait. That was messed up. I thought we were going to have Sniper Pyro just
that
going
been
crazy.
So
There's a soldier in wood that just instantly kills the Sniper and leaves. Big Bank should do a power move and just spawn on Sniper again anyways. Just right in the same spot. Sai will be waiting, then the 1v1 through down.
Sai does go for a very aggressive bomb over in lobby, takes a lot of damage.
He's on it again.
Should be able to get out. Yeah, Big Bang back up on the Sniper. He doesn't care. That doesn't hurt his spirits too much. And it's still going to be all eyes on him to try and open something up for his team.
Now, it is funny how Raven now isn't playing Sniper. You know, Process running it up, doing well, and now he holds the door for Big Bang to go. Matt dying. Big Bang still in wood, just not a care in the world. Hits a big body shot on the Sin Karma. Gonna commit. Gets the demo. Dies to the gun. There's a brawl in River, and the Uber was forced out from Luddy, which is not a great situation, but this can be a really difficult map to push out of, especially if there's a sniper up, and especially if Sai gets picked off early. Slug is capping last. How did this happen? Who let this happen?
Oh, a nice sticky trap just to block the point. No one was paying attention to him. I think he got in through wood as everyone else was pushing out.
Oh, he was in water.
Through lobby.
He went through river to water.
He went through river?
He was in water somehow. It just stood on the point, and the mental from the wall, I think, is shattered. They were in a spot to win the first game, and now they are getting beat up. Dingo is in drop down. 2 rockets for demo almost. Good opening. The rest of the players on the wall trying to follow up. They get Raven down. Everyone in elbow. So much damage from Dingo. Sai coming in as well. The collapse, and everyone is just blowing up. And that is the mids we've been seeing from the wall that worked out. They just need their soldiers to kill everybody. That's it.
Yeah, and that time they were able to, but Chuds getting kind of cooked over in that elbow area. So it's going to be the best opportunity that the wall have had to get another point on the board immediately. You see Dingo is going to be the one over in water, just going to be trying to play it. Dam is going to come down for a little bit of a soldier 1v1, and it is going to be the Ethan Stevens trade. Love to see it.
Roamer fans will love that one. Big trade that just benefits the Chuds, because his spawn is there and Dingo is going to have to go pretty fast to get back. But they're going to get the gun down, nothing else. Raven in, kind of just feeding his brains out just to die. The 60% Uber on the side of the Chuds. It looks like the cap's coming in from Sai. He is AFK on it, doesn't need to do much. And that is a really good comeback, but they have no leeway to mess up on. As soon as the Chuds get one more round, it is game. But, you know, historically, Sandblast, Sai, there's been legacy rosters that have had the reverse sweeps, and this could be one of them. It's kind of like a pseudo reverse sweep, not quite reverse 4-0, but pretty good spot.
It's close enough to it that, yeah, we can put it down as maybe an asterisk in the history book of reverse sweeps, but they're going to have to win this mid if they want to try and do that. But it's not going down too well. Dingo and Sai both falling. A mulch over by Choke. Hubert not going to live through that one. Sandblast trying to do anything possible to maybe get a reverse pick onto Letty, but it's only going to be Soar trading out with Mafid. This is an opportunity for the Chuds to close it out.
Oh, I love this play from Raven. I think they may have. I don't think they spot it. Never mind. Raven just, okay. Raven's in water. Almost left it and just sitting here. And this could be a really, really good start to it if they can bait the cap. It depends on if he can find this trap on the point. But, oh no. Sin Karma is lost. Sin Karma gets picked off instantly. They have huge Ubrad. There is no way the Chuds can mess this up. Unless they do. The Uber is just, they're taking their good old time, and the longer they wait, Sin Karma's gonna spawn. It's gonna be on Sandblast to stall. He's doing a pretty good job living, getting some spam out. The Soldier and Water trying to come in. Dingo's gonna get some damage, the help from Sandblast. And they have blundered that advantage. That was the perfect situation, but they took
but Slug?
5 years.
But Slug, it doesn't matter. Slug is there.
How does he keep doing it? I was
Everywhere.
flaming them, and he's on point on demo again.
He came in through water. Once again, the exact same thing, I guess, as last time, and had the stickies out. Didn't even need to dead them because they didn't advance. They knew it was over. But Chuds are going to be able to be victorious against the wall on Gully Wash 5-1, which is not a scoreline I thought we would see on this map at all. And especially in the favor of the Chuds.
Any statistical lovers, Psy Guy did get 400 DPM, And I think he got all of it on Math, because Math had 390 DTM. So I think they just decided to have like a truce and just shoot each other. And just overall back and forth mids, but the Chuds somehow getting miracle play after miracle play. Slugmundo being the best back capper of all time and sending the wall early into loser's bracket. And the Chuds are once again gonna see Froyo in the upper bracket finals. They did have a good time in that one cup a while ago. The season's been very long, so maybe they can run it back. Who knows?
Now they might be able to run it back against Froyo Tech in the upper bracket finals, like you said, and for the wall, their journey is not over. They got Black Swan over in the lower bracket to try and contend with. And yeah, just looking at these stats, I mean, you got to shout out Psy Guy. 407 DPM is always pretty monstrous to see. Pretty far and away clear from the second next highest person, which is Math at 320. But aside from that, Hubert just dying twice as more as Luddy. You hate to see it. And then
end the statement there. Hubert dying.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, you got to say all the projectiles in the server were kind of getting their man, but it just seemed like like you said, the hero plays and just the better coordination seemed to be coming out from the Chuds more often than not. If the wall didn't have like a really clean mid like they did in the first two, it just seemed like they weren't able to regain the ground once they lost it.
Yeah, just Hubert with the alias Hubert the Killing Fish. He should be changing it to Hubert the Living Fish. But, Luddy putting up a great game. A lot of the players, and I think the game plan just from the Chuds looking good. The coordination paying off, except when Psy and Dingo get instantly 3 kills on mid. But as long as that doesn't happen, they do a pretty good job on these mids.
They have done a very, very good job on these mids, but someone who can tell us a little bit more about how everything unfolded is Slugmundo, the demo man from the Chuds. We also actually have Math joining us, I believe. He's over in the waiting room, but until he gets in here, Slug, how are you doing? Congratulations on the victory.
Good, bro. Good. I just felt like by the end there, we were able to just play our game. We had some insane solo plays from basically everyone on our team, so we brought our game, and I was happy with it.
Yeah, so how was it going into map 1, starting off behind, but since then, not losing steam, did anything change? What'd you guys talk about? How was it feeling?
We really focused on mids. The pressure in the last was pretty bad, so I was pretty comfortable just playing the round resets and just trying to get those mids good. Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, and if you were fine with that map definitely turned in some chaos, some sniper, some plays. But how do you feel about, the dynamic switch from goalie wash to process? Which one do you guys kind of favor? Obviously pick process, but how are you feeling?
I don't know. I was feeling pretty comfortable with either map. Low key, we were getting destroyed by them in scrims kind of leading up to this. So I think that's probably why they picked it. But I don't know. I feel like it's just the same flow chart. We have people doing crazy stuff. and I feel like we're thriving.
Yeah, and I guess a question for Math here. Great season so far. How's it in Invite? You and your Soldier Duo, damn, looking and kind of shocking the world right now.
Chuds are feeling great personally, but wish I had a few more teams to play against. Playoffs has been pretty sparse as far as scrims go. Looking forward to maybe a more flourish next season.
One can always hope. But looking forward to this upper bracket finals match against Froyo. Kind of a rematch of Random Cup 2 months ago. How you guys feeling about that one?
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
How you feeling about the upper bracket final against Froyo?
Oh, well, it's gonna be played on Saturday, and unfortunately, we are not gonna have our full roster on Saturday. But c'est la vie. We're gonna put forth the same effort and get those pick bans done.
No, can't get that penalty in. Do you have an idea who the ringer is gonna be yet, or still kind of looking around?
It's going to be. I don't know if you know this guy's name's Macron.
Oh.
Yeah, he's kinda next up.
Okay. Yeah.
News to me.
I got no clue who we're getting, but we'll find out.
Honestly, I was like, he's in Twitch chat. I don't know if he's played too much Invite playoffs, but now
So
everyone
in
can
Twitch
flame
chat.
him
He's
down.
automatically disqualified. Is what you're saying?
The rest of the chat can get on him because he's getting on everyone while playing.
Mhm.
I feel like it's revenge. See how he could do on the big stage.
Exactly. Fucking talk that talk and walk the walk.
Yeah, but overall, great match. How are you guys feeling about this season so far? It's not over yet, but I think overall, with how this season was set up, great showing so far.
Appreciate that. I think the gap between regular season and playoffs was so long, and we definitely lost some steam during that break. So
Just a second
I just
season,
found out basically yesterday that Raven would be able to play, so him being back is pretty clutch, and I don't know if we would have the same dominant result, especially on the second map. So yeah, with all 6 being here, I think it's a really nice environment, and I think we're just playing our game.
Perfect. And any other questions from you, TC?
No, I really just congratulations on the dub and good luck towards Saturday in your upper bracket show match against Froyotech.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Any shout outs coming out here from y'all?
I'll let you go first.
All right, let me take a look. We're gonna shout out Benny Hanna. We're gonna shout out Wild Rumpus. We're gonna shout out Macron. We're gonna shout out the GC. We're gonna shout out. We're just gonna shout out everyone. Shout out
All right,
everyone.
my turn. Shout out Bungalow Alert. Shout out GC. Shout out Wild Rumpus. Shout out Fireball. Shout out KGR. Shout out Dinky Hotchkiss. That's it.
No, we're quick. You guys got that written down. That was professional. But overall, great match. Hopefully, everyone and you guys included will look forward to the rest of the playoffs happening on Saturday and Sunday, and they will be streamed here. So be sure to tune in. Anything from UTC?
No, I just got to say it's been a really great best of 3. The Chuds winning it in 2 maps, and yeah, if you guys are excited for some more TF2, it's going to be right here on RGL Saturday and Sunday. Pay attention to the announcement page for what the times are going to be, because I think they're kind of set in stone, but we've already had a few kind of swaps and changes, so just keep an eye out just in case you're maybe a bit caught off guard when you see a notification that we're going live and you weren't expecting it. So stay tuned just for that if there's any last-minute swaps, and also check out the merch. It's some super cool stuff. If you don't know, they swap it out basically kind of roundabout every season. So we're near the end of this one. So if you see anything you like, you got to buy it now or it may be gone forever. They actually brought back a few favorites as well that, people are kind of clamoring for. So take advantage of it while time lasts. And aside from that, it's been a great night at TF2.
And Dolphin just announced Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard is the next match. So, look forward to that. Otherwise, support RGL. We got a LAN coming up in a while, but in the next summer, we should have another RGL LAN. So look forward to that. Otherwise, I've been Marmalu. You've been here with TC and Dolphin. Have a good night.